Before we say Happy New Year, we have to say goodbye, bad year, because it's the end of 2025, which means Mrs. P has opened up a lot of tabs to do a research on the year that we just lived through.
Yeah, I wanted to go back through the year because everything goes so fast now that we forget stuff. And so I wanted to start at the beginning of the year, and then I also wanted to rank stuff.
Oh,
it's a tier list, baby.
Oh, it's a tier list episode because not everything was bad, just most of it. Such things like Labubus, the crashing economy, Taylor Swift, a lot of Taylor Swift. And don't worry, we don't talk about politics for most of it. We just try to remember the good times and the bad times and the okay times.
Too many times. Remember to smile.
Welcome to Too Many Tabs, a podcast where a husband and wife duo sit next to each other at a table. And this table is set in the year 2025, which is a year that we are about to say goodbye to, Mrs.
Bye.
P. We're about to say goodbye, and then we're going to say hello to 2026. That's
Woo!
right, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is right around the corner.
I'm gonna take this. I need this to end. This needs to end.
Okay.
I've been hearing that sound for far too long.
Okay, well, the sound that we've all been hearing for far too long is the year 2025.
Yeah, we're over it.
And you have collected a list
Yes.
of moments throughout the entire year that we're going to do a retrospective on. But not only are we going to do a retrospective, we're going to rank them.
I wanted to do a tier list.
I know you did. And why did you want to do a tier list?
Because Coke Francis always gets to do tier lists, and she has a good time, and I want to have a good time.
Yes, our friend Queen Coke Francis, who does amazing YouTube content, we'll put it up here and we'll link to their page down below. They do tier lists for all sorts of different things all the time. We always really, really enjoy them. But at the same exact time, we were looking at like, how do we wrap up the year? We go, we wrap up the year by literally wrapping up the year.
Yeah, we got to look back on the year. And I had so much fun researching because you don't remember what happened like 2 months ago, let alone 12 months ago.
I don't remember what happened last week. Okay. Because it was just very recently, the baby coughed in my mouth and I went down for 4 days.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Dick Cheney's still dead.
That is something that happened this year.
Yeah. So there's that.
There's that.
But also we have to work towards 2026 because we have a project.
We have Project 2026, which is how you can get, what is it, 30% off?
30%.
30% off an annual subscription to Pearlmania500.net, our Patreon, where you can get ad-free content. Now, Mrs. P.
Yes.
Enough. We've been teasing the people too much.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and start off at the beginning of the year. We're going to jump all the way back to January.
Yeah.
The very beginning of 2025.
Tabs in review.
2025 tabs in review.
Are you ready?
And you've opened a lot of tabs.
Oh, I forgot everything that happened, so I had to go back and find it.
So much that happened.
Let me start in January. TikTok went dark for 12 hours.
I forgot. Oh my God.
That was this year.
We did multiple pieces of content about it, and I completely forgot.
That happened this year. And then before it went dark, because we all thought, it's going to get deleted.
Yeah.
Many people on the internet did all these confession videos. And it was all like the fitness girlies being like, I don't really drink this protein shake.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really do this.
A few of them admitted to taking Ozempic.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was incredible.
It was incredible.
And I was like, I know that you have your stuff on other platforms. Why did you think that this wouldn't go to the other one?
But also, why didn't you think anyone wouldn't screen record this?
Oh, it was
There was
incredible.
so many. The quote, the death and resurrection of TikTok was a terrifying time.
Yeah.
It was a terrifying time. I remember saying there, Tell Williams, who was a friend of the show, been on the show. This year, actually. Tell Williams was on the show this year.
Okay, Tell Williams.
That was this year.
We remember stuff.
Yeah, we totally remember. We did the Frog and Toad episode with Tell Williams as a guest in studio.
Yeah.
I was watching Tell Williams on TikTok live.
Yeah.
And he was staring at the screen going, why can't I see your faces for your comments anymore? Uh-oh. Wait, what is it? And then the whole screen just died. And I went, no. And I closed it and I reopened the app and it was like, this app has been shut down in America.
Yeah.
And then it was not even 12 hours later.
We got saved by our glorious leader,
Donald John Trump. The TikTok came back with a big announcement before he was even president.
Yeah.
Thanking once and future President Donald Trump for bringing back TikTok. And the app has been basically broken ever since.
It's never been worse.
It's never been worse. It's never been the same. Everyone can feel, even the stuff that didn't change just feels different.
Yeah.
They've changed hands. It's now being sold to the Ellisons. And the Ellisons with a mix of a bunch of other different shady people.
Yeah.
Including the Dell guy and his weird wife.
Oh, the lizard lady.
Yeah, the one with the weird eyes.
I don't believe in the lizard controversy, like not controversy.
Lizard people?
I don't believe in it, but when I look at her, I say, I think she may be wearing somebody's skin.
There's a little bit of lizard.
She may be wearing somebody's skin.
She's wearing an Edgar suit. Okay. So that was the first thing. I completely forgot that was this year. That feels like a
That's
lifetime
ago. That's how we
ago.
started this year. We opened this year with that. Okay, now we have to figure out on our tier list.
Okay.
Where are we going to rank this? How do we rank this?
So we do have 5 tiers on here.
Okay.
So most people know like A, B, C, D, F, and a lot of times there's an S tier.
S tier, that's the best tier.
Okay. I'm going to start at the bottom.
Okay.
The worst thing possible is redacted.
Oh, yep.
Straight up, I never want to talk about this
We're
again.
removing it from the dialogue.
And the next one up will be not invited to 2026.
Not invited.
Just not invited. We want to leave it in the past.
It behind.
Yep. The next one is That's So Great for You.
Oh, that's so great for
Which
you.
is kind of like I'm indifferent to it, but a little negative.
Yeah.
And number 2 is Core Memory.
Yes.
Because again, it's a lot of stuff that happened in 2025. I know for a fact, having lived it, I didn't love.
No.
I didn't love it. But it is definitely a core memory. It's definitely a thing that I'm never going to forget.
I feel like what you were just describing with Tell Williams was a core memory.
No, because actually, you're talking about watching Tell Williams.
Watching Tell Williams.
I thought you meant having them on the show.
No.
Having them on the show is actually my number 1.
Yeah.
Which is, again. We want to rate things that, again, things that we want to see happen again.
Yes.
That we want to see happen at a greater frequency.
No, I meant the slow motion of his platform closing out.
I'm going to put
black.
that, and that's the entirety, though, of the TikTok going dark and coming back.
In 12 hours.
Is a core memory of 2020. Because it set the stage for the rest of the year. Because from that, we watched what we thought as an institution vanish and then be corrupted very rapidly by Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And then tech overlords bending the knee. All these different things happen like in that one moment that then also repeated itself throughout the year. So I'm going to put it as core memory.
Yeah.
I wish I could put it underneath redacted, but I feel like that's what my content will be now on TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen. Then a little bit later in January, there was an inauguration.
It was the next day. It was literally the next day. Okay.
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
I want to talk about Carrie Underwood having the worst performance singing at that inauguration.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Carrie Underwood discovering that the Trump team are not only lazy,
incompetent.
but incompetent and bags of shit. They couldn't even put a backing track on for her properly. With a monitor. So she sounded like dog shit.
She also was basically standing in the audience.
Yeah.
She didn't have like a good area to perform.
They didn't care.
It's exactly what she deserved.
It is, because she definitely crossed the aisle to go do this stuff for them. Now, the thing is I've seen some pushback a little bit on this, because Garth Brooks, he sang for Biden's inauguration in 2020, and he got a lot of shit from the right from it, which is why we can give Carrie Underwood shit on the left.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood's had a terrible year since that moment.
Yeah,
That wasn't really, because everything Trump touches dies.
Yes.
Everything he touches gets worse.
Yeah.
The same way it did with TikTok, the same way it is with Carrie Underwood. What a moment for, also, let's not forget during the inauguration, a few things. Number 1, Melania's hat. Look at that thing. That's a massive hat. That's a massive, she saw Dune and said, got it. Be weirdly off-putting with your fashion. And Donald Trump not putting his hand on the Bible.
Nope.
Those are my...
He did the hover hands.
He didn't even do the hover hand. He just let his arm dangle. It was terrible.
I'm not required to.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what do we think about Carrie Underwood's terrible inauguration singing?
Oh, that is definitely going to be... I'm going to leave that at... That's so great for you. I'm going to leave that. That's so great for you, Carrie.
That's so great.
You got to sing at the inauguration. That's so great for you.
There's a bit of a smile I make. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if you've noticed already, but I did not make these political. This is pop culture girly shit.
Yeah, and I'm making them political.
You keep making it political, but which is understandable. I brought up the inauguration.
Yeah.
Whatever. But a lot of this list, I tried to stay away from it because I wanted to focus on the weird stuff that happened this year. Okay, in January, Gabby Windy became a voice of our generation.
Gabby Windy.
Gabby from the Traders.
Gabby from the Traders.
Yes.
Oh, yes, she did. And she really blew up on TikTok. She was in that trend, too, of like being the same with Love Island, of like being a reality star and then using that moment in the reality star to then blow up your platform.
Yeah.
Gabby is so funny.
Gabby killed it.
She's so funny.
She's so funny.
I haven't seen much from her recently. I think she might be working on some stuff, but she also got married.
She got married.
She got
they
married.
Looked so cute at their wedding.
Very, very cute wedding. Her wife is also incredibly funny.
Her wife is so funny.
And yeah, it was just a great moment. That was a good. I'm gonna put that under again.
Yeah, we want more Gabby.
Gabby.
Also, I wanted to remind you something because I think you fully forgot because we watched Traders. We were in a Traders.
We watched this year's Traders. Yeah.
Gabby, Dylan, who did Dancing with the Stars, Dolores, idiot, and Lord Ivar. They all won.
That's
Do you
right.
remember they all won? It wasn't just Gabby.
The thing is I wanted Gabby to win, but everyone else you just mentioned, I hated.
Yeah.
I hated so much. They were so stupid.
Well, I feel
And
like
then
Dylan wasn't that bad.
Zac Efron's brother. Zac Efron's brother,
when
Dylan.
Bob Drag Queen was like, anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, and a lot of people were like, why is Dylan Efron doing things? And people were like, it's to change the SEO.
Oh.
Don't look up what Dubai chocolate is really about.
No.
Okay.
Okay, listen.
Allegedly.
Listen.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that in there again, though, just
That's
for Gabby.
again, because we always want more
And
Gabby.
we really did enjoy, it was a good season of Traders.
It was a great season. Although Bob, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, February. The Gulf of Mexico becomes the Gulf of America.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I feel like most people have already forgotten, but
Yeah,
with the
for sure.
exception of uncles who ran out and bought Gulf of America merch.
Really cool Gulf of America
on
t-shirts.
TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
I got so many MAGA merch shit on TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
And it's been fun too because it would come back after a few months. Like
Yeah.
it'll get another run and you just go to the comments and they're getting mercilessly destroyed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gulf of America hats, Gulf of America shirts, all those different things. Yeah, just terrible.
It was dumb.
Terrible
it
all
was such
around.
a dumb move. Like he's like, I'm gonna be the most powerful man. I know
I
what I'll do.
changed it with a pen. Okay. And then like literally all these map companies are like, whatever.
I don't know.
And then there's a whole fight with the AP, Associated Press, because they're
Yeah.
like, we're gonna call it Gulf of America, known as Gulf of Mexico by the rest of the world, because the rest of the world who reads us won't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's like calling Twitter X.
No, we're
in
not
that
doing
sort of
that.
way.
We're not doing that.
I'm gonna rank this as redacted. It's a stupid thing. It was a dumb thing.
We're
and
not-
it also fits completely the rest of the year.
Yeah.
We're doing something stupid to distract from all the horrible things we're doing, like cutting funding to USAID.
Hey,
Yep.
hey. Shh.
Okay.
Okay. Listen. Also happened in February. The Leslie Bibb smile in White Lotus became the greatest meme.
The Leslie Bibb smile?
Okay, I'm gonna show you a picture of it.
Oh!
I just gave it to you.
you.
I guess you gotta like really squint your eyes because she has so much filler in her cheeks.
Yeah.
And the Botox doesn't let the
And this
wrinkle.
is when they asked her because she moved to Texas. They're
Yeah.
like, you didn't vote for Trump, did you? And she just makes this face. And this was filmed before the election.
Yup.
This was filmed very before the election.
Yeah.
It was a very telling moment. Do I love White Lotus? No. But does it have great moments?
It does.
Yes, it definitely has great moments in there.
The dad in his Duke shirt.
And yeah,
Having
with the
a
weird
crush.
amount of incest. But that specific meme,
Yeah.
this is what we're specifically talking
Yeah,
about.
that meme.
Specific meme, I'm going to put core memory.
Core memory for
That's
sure.
going to be a core memory because I feel like that meme is going to endure. That's going to be a big meme for
I
the rest
literally
of.
have it saved in my phone and I've used it more than once.
Yes.
Since then because it's the face you make so much nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
there's a lot of that, and
Yeah.
especially for me. I make that face at people who tell me they didn't vote.
Oh yeah.
That's the face I make. I'm just like, oh, but you did vote, right? You did vote, and they're like, well, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, great. Okay, also happened in February. Kendrick Lamar does the Super Bowl. Say Drake.
Oh, you're going with memes on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. I find it very interesting that you bring up the Super Bowl and you're bringing up Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
You're specifically bringing up the Kendrick Lamar part of this particular Super Bowl.
Did something else happen?
Yes. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. Not only did they win the Super Bowl, they defeated the Kansas City Chiefs, stopping them from getting a three-peat. I actually went on a TikTok shop. It was like an immediate purchase for me, and I bought This poster, go ahead and pull the bottom down. Pull the bottom down just to show. Is this poster that when our son gets older, I am going to put up in his bedroom to let him know.
Yeah.
Like this is a foundational moment for you, boy.
Yeah.
That is Patrick Mahomes.
That was his first Super Bowl.
That was the first. Yeah, that was his first Super Bowl.
Yeah,
we had such a good time.
Yeah,
that was a great time. Everybody had a very, very good time after that one. And the Eagles have done nothing but let us down since.
Well, because I was gonna say I'm just mad at them because if they wouldn't have gone to the White House, they wouldn't have had the touch of
everything Trump touches dies.
Yes,
Saquon.
I'm saying. Anyway, I was thinking
Nick Sirianni.
I was thinking about how when you see that image of Kendrick Lamar smiling at the camera with his legs walking, you can hear it in your mind.
Yeah.
Cedric.
Yeah, and the look he just said.
And the smile.
And how we all popped when everybody popped.
Yeah.
And then they cut to Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Who was crippled. It was just so amazing. I'm putting that entire Super Bowl.
Yeah, core memory.
Again.
Yeah, please.
Again.
Please.
Yes. Call out more people the way Kendrick did. I think that was the beginning of like, I want that. Keep receipts. Build this up.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, which is what I want more people, especially on the left, to do, which is when your enemy is down, keep hitting. Don't stop. Don't help them back up, dust them off, and say, now we work together.
No.
They didn't do... Kendrick Lamar isn't going to do a collab with Drake.
No.
Drake is now too busy trying to sell gambling apps to children, okay?
And perfume at Ulta.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit? Drake is weird and now walking around with bullet holes blowing smoke out of his chest.
Oh my God.
With his weird ab. V12 is a fast one. It was just a good time. It was also one of those things where it just reminded us that one fun part of 2024. Yeah. So it was like a little bit of a drift on that one. So that was really, really good. And then the Eagles winning. Yeah. And
Harrison Butker losing.
Harrison Butker losing has just been so great. And then he hasn't gotten his groove back.
No, I hope he doesn't.
I hope he doesn't either. And, how the rest of the season goes this year, I don't really care anymore in football. Emotionally.
He says that. He watches every game and freaks out every game.
I watched the Monsters, Inc. Football game, Monday Night Football, on the Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And I got to watch Mike Wazowski as Saquon Barkley run back like a 40-yard touchdown.
Yeah. This is capitalism.
It's just, it melted. The AI needed to do that, melted like at least 3 ice sheets.
Yeah, for sure.
No, 100%.
We don't need those.
Poisoned 2 towns.
I'm sure we
But
don't
Mike
need
Wazowski had like flames shooting out of his back as he ran the football back.
So cool.
But yeah.
Okay, so let's go to March.
Okay.
Wait, did we that's again.
Again.
Okay. Now, staying in the meme thing. In March, we got the JD Vance big ugly fat head meme.
Oh, yes. And when it was still fun.
When it was still fun.
And it was still fun in March.
Yeah.
It's now, as all things, been co-opted.
Yeah.
JD Vance himself has even put on the wig for his Halloween costume weirdness. But it was still weird. He's still weird. It's also been one of those things where everybody, even South Park now making fun of JD Vance, uses the meme face of JD Vance. Nobody respects him as a real person, which is...
That's good.
It's good. It's
I don't want anyone to respect him.
Here's what I like about this. I'm going to put this, by the way, I'm going to put the JD Vance big ugly head. I want to drop this under That's So Great For You.
That's so great for you?
Yeah, it's not a core memory because he's going to try to flip this. He's going to try to do like the way people did like Thanks Obama. You know what I mean? Or Brandon. He's going to try to Brandon this.
Yep.
Let's go Brandon. He's going to try that. And the thing is it's going to be super lame. It's one of those ones where it was good in the moment.
Yeah.
It was good. I'm already over it.
Yeah.
Like people painted murals of the JD Vance meme. He's been bald. He has hair. I've seen really weird ones of him in like Hellraiser.
No.
It's real disturbing stuff. But it's also one of those ones where I'm like, there is a level with politics where if you can make the person truly a clown, then people don't take them seriously anymore. And then they come back in.
Yes.
Example number 1 is Trump himself. But the other part of it is that in all of this, JD Vance just sucks, and I don't want to think about him.
Yeah.
But more importantly,
okay.
Mrs. P,
all right.
the most important thing.
What is it?
Is that this was the moment where I wasn't worried about JD Vance as president.
That's what it is. That's right there. That's the only.
And that's the reason why I'm putting it with "That's so great for you," because a lot of people have been terrified that if JD Vance suddenly became president, that he'll be able to do all this different stuff. No one respects him.
Nobody likes him.
He can't get. He has none. We've been saying this all year, but I just want to repeat this to people because every time we think it might happen, people are like, oh, but JD Vance and Peter. No. They're losers. They're weird losers who are going to try too much too suddenly and not be able to track it at all.
Yeah.
JD Vance has spent the rest of this year fighting the Pope.
And being on vacation.
And getting clowned. And we'll get into the rest of that, of what else JD Vance has been up to.
Picking out a great gift can be difficult. Make it easy by grabbing an Aura frame. Aura frames are easy to set up. Upload an unlimited number of photos and videos through the Aura app. Share memories from anywhere. It's a great gift for anyone in your life.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a great gift. And this, they don't know it yet, and hopefully they're not watching this episode a few days before Christmas, but this is going to go directly to my parents. And we're going to go ahead and preload it because you can pull back this little sticker here in the corner, and there's a code that works with the app that we can get this all completely preloaded with pictures of their grandkids, their granddog, and more. And that way we can keep those images off the internet and we can completely control what's in the frame from across the state. This is going to be such a great gift, for the boomers in your life. But also, like, this is something I would love if I had a friend that we did like a lot of stuff together.
Yeah.
That we could like just keep sending funny images to each other, things like that. It's just, I have so many ideas on how to use this and I love it.
And you can add gift messages and preload the frame before it ships. Ooh. It's a no-hassle gift that feels personal right out of the box.
What a box.
For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code TOOMANY at checkout. That's AURAFrames.com, promo code TOOMANY. This deal is exclusive for our fans and frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning Too Many Tabs at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
And we're back for our Tabs in retrospective, Mrs. B.
It's the Tabs in Review 2025. It's fun. We're trying not to talk about politics, but it keeps happening.
But we're still in March. What else do you have for March?
Labubus.
Labubus. Where's yours? Where's your Lafufu?
I don't even know where my Lafufu went.
We've actually, this crazy is this studio is we have so many props just off camera.
It looks like Gallagher lives here.
It does. It's crazy. But yes, Labubus began their rise.
So people start seeing Labubus all around town because the K-pop girlies are putting them on their purses. Yeah. This becomes a whole thing.
It was the one from, because we did an episode about it. It was the one from Blackpink, right?
Yes.
Yes. Who was in the White Lotus?
See?
I know stuff.
Okay. And so, but here's what happened.
I'm 41.
That was in March.
Okay.
When it starts like really bubbling to the top. And then April, Vanilla Mace has a viral TikTok. It's 15 million views of her doing a Pop Mart unboxing where she says, I just hope I don't get that fuck ass Christmas tree.
Yep.
And then that she actually, I think, was the catalyst for everybody deciding that like the Pop Mart.
So let's pause here for a second.
Yeah.
We're gonna actually throw in that clip right now because a lot of our listeners, number one, they don't know who Vanilla Mace is.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well,
I like her.
She's a streamer. She's a streamer on Twitch and who's very funny.
Yes.
I'll be happy with any of them except that fuck ass Christmas tree. Anything but the Christmas tree. Oh, who is you? We're going back in. We're going back inside. What are the odds that I get the same one twice, right? Perfect.
So it's a very funny clip.
Yeah.
And it also automatically speaks to exactly one of the things I hate about blind boxes.
Yeah.
Because Labubus are blind boxes, but blind boxes have been around for a long time.
Yes.
And which is, to me, there's always one. If they have 6 or 8 out there, I'll look and I'll be like, there's 7 of these. I will be comfortable with having any of them.
Yeah.
But there's this one piece of shit. And then you open it and there it is.
Of course it's that one.
But the thing is, so that video was super trending everywhere. And Vanilla Mace grew as a streamer especially over 2025.
Yeah.
Started to get seen more places, doing more collabs with people, getting known more and more, making more money. She's doing great. Very funny. But you then had to remind me around this time that I had seen her before.
Yeah.
And you played me the clip, and I want to play it for the listeners here. This was Vanilla Mace in Target She's in the kids section, and she hit a button on one of the little kids' toys that records voices and plays it back to you.
Yeah,
and
it's
this
incredible.
You don't need to see it, but just so you know, this is a wall. It's a wall of toys.
Of kids' toys.
Here we go.
These new kids' toys are f***ing crazy. Look at this shit. Hold on.
Record and remix, and I'll mix it into a song. Here we go.
They hit the fucking Pentagon.
They hit the fucking Pentagon. They hit the fucking Pentagon.
Okay, we gotta go.
Honestly, I'm just gonna rank Vanilla Mace on her own.
Yes.
Again. For
again.
Vanilla Mace, we love her. She's so great.
She's so funny.
Labubus on their own
Labubus.
get core memory.
I'm
gonna put it in core memory the same way I'm putting Pogs, the same way I'm putting Beanie Babies.
Oh, okay.
This is Tickle Me Elmo. It's one of those
they're
ones
not
where
coming with us though.
Oh, they're not coming with us.
But we can keep them as a memory.
Listen, you're never throwing out your Lafufu.
No. I meant like
I just don't need to go when we go to the shore again. We were gonna see them because they bought too many.
Yes.
There will be billions and billions of these boxes. Or people still trying to go to Pop Mart. The market on that will crash. The same way all the markets are gonna crash in 2026. Okay, sorry. You're right. We're talking about this year, not next year.
We're talking about Pop Mart.
Hand me my horn.
I'm not giving you back the horn. I'm so tired of the horn.
All right.
Okay, listen. April. We're in April.
April.
Katy Perry goes to space.
I forgot that was this year. Oh my God. And she went with Jeff Bezos' then fiance and now wife.
Yeah, and Gail.
I forgot Gail was there.
She went with Gail.
That was back before we even knew if Gail would still have a job.
Yeah, Gail getting jobs.
Gail does get jobs. It's the one thing Gail does.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to be employed.
Yeah, well, it means she has the same first name as Oprah's middle.
Whoa.
We learned that in the last episode.
I know.
But Katy Perry going to, okay, I'm just going to put that under redacted. I hated that moment so much. Katy Perry wants people to forget it.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that destroyed her marriage. And now she's with Justin Trudeau, which is another thing. Katy Perry with Justin Trudeau. I'm putting that in the not invited to 2026.
No, I hope they break
We're
up.
done with this foolishness.
We're breaking up.
Every time it pops up, I don't have time for it, okay? If you two want to be together, silently. In the corner.
Yeah.
I don't want to see, we have new TMZ video of Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry. No. Go away.
We don't like it.
We have ice in the streets.
Go on and get. Okay, so Katy Perry redacted.
Yes.
We're not doing this again, okay?
Yeah.
Also happened in April, there was a viral moment online where you also had this conversation with me where many people were fighting over whether or not 100 men could take a gorilla in a fight.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And I just want to bring it up.
Yeah. It was stupid.
It was a dumb fight.
It was a dumb thing.
To distract from other dumb stuff.
We're just going to put that in not invited to 2026. It was exactly what you're saying, though. 100 men versus one gorilla was a distract. We even used it on our show as a distraction, so I wasn't talking about the horrors.
Yes.
And again, I feel like as we've been going through 2025, I know things are not getting better, but it also does the rate that we thought the takeoff might be is a little bit slower, right? Because you don't even have on there Elon doing the funny arm thing.
No.
You don't even have it rated.
I'm trying to keep these pop culture-y and not so political.
I know. Well, you're doing a good job so far.
I'm trying really hard.
Okay. So tell me something that's not political for the month of May.
Okay. So it's time for a conclave.
It's time for a conclave.
I want to have a conclave. Close, lock the doors tight. Let's have a conclave.
Conclave.
So the Pope passes away.
Yeah, the Pope died because
JD
Vance touched him. We did a whole episode about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pope died.
Yeah. And so we had to have a conclave.
R.I.P. Frankie.
And that's how we got Leo.
We got Pope Leo. While I was there.
Yeah, you were there. You were in Italy.
I was in Italy when the new Pope was chosen, and then every Italian came to me with questions, which was incredible.
Yeah.
I was like, it's your religion. They're like, well, he's your countryman. I said, well, I've never met this guy.
You're like, oh, he went to Nova? Got it.
Yeah, I say he's a good person. He's a great guy. He's a great guy.
Great.
But no, we have a Chicago woke Pope.
Pope.
He's great. He's doing great. He's pushing back heavily against a lot of the policies of the Trump administration.
I want him to beat some archdiocese butts.
There are definitely a few, but we're
Boston.
We're seeing some moves. We're seeing some things. I'm gonna say woke Pope is core memory.
Yeah.
because that's what I'm really going to put it under. I'm going to put the whole thing under Woke Pope. Chicago Pope. Yeah, I'll put that underneath there, which is a good time. But also, you're leaving out something else from May.
What?
That was when we found out that gingers are black on TikTok.
Oh.
Which is another moment that we kind of needed as a people to just have some fun and some levity.
So levity.
Yeah. It was good. It was fun. We did an episode about it, which is a lot of fun. And I'm going to put that under That's So Great For You, actually.
That's so great
because
for you.
it's a thing that it's like, it was fine. It was good. I did see some people overstep the bounds on it a little bit.
What a shock.
God forbid anybody have fun. But I think it's just one of those ones that we should just kind of have there.
You just wanted to bring it up again.
I wanted to bring it up again because I just want to remind everybody.
Okay, so let's get out of May. We got to go to June.
It's gotta be May.
So, okay, June. Here's the thing. There's this show, Sex and the City. You ever heard of it?
Yeah. Miranda from Sex and the City was one of the top 10 anti-Semites of 2025.
Who voted on that?
Bad people.
Great. Okay. So Miranda.
Actually, Nazis mostly.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of Nazis want to be the top anti-Semite.
And then they lost to Miss Rachel and they were sad?
No. Miss Rachel actually didn't make it to the top 3.
Oh.
Because it's a bracket system.
Got
so with the 10 to 3.
There's sports betting on this?
Yeah. Well, it's just been run by this one lady.
The gambling has to stop, guys.
I wonder if it is on Kelce and Polly Market.
No, it probably is.
You know what Kelce and Polly Market are on now?
What?
The news. All right, anyway. Tell me about Sex in the City. Tell me about the HBO Max Time Warner Discovery property that isn't up in any sort of danger.
Okay.
Sex in the City.
So Sex in the City famously has a terrible lead, Carrie Bradshaw.
Oh,
and they had a spinoff called And Just Like That, which came out. There was a And Just Like That season 2, I guess, in 2025.
Okay.
And I didn't watch it because I don't like Carrie Bradshaw. Ugh. That's what I think about Carrie Bradshaw.
Is it because you don't like Carrie Bradshaw, or do you not like Sarah Jessica Parker?
I don't like Carrie Bradshaw.
Okay. But Sarah
I don't know
Jessica
much
Parker?
about Sarah Jessica Parker.
Okay, so you don't care that her husband killed a guy.
How did her husband kill a guy?
Matthew Broderick.
What are you talking about?
In like the 80s. He was like driving, I think it was in like Ireland or England. It was the British Isles. He was driving a car over there and he like crashed into like a family van.
What is he, like Caitlyn Jenner? What are we talking about here?
No, I'm just telling you, like Matthew Broderick has killed people.
Like Caitlyn Jenner?
Yeah, like Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah.
Do rich people just drive into poor people? Is that the thing they do?
Yeah, and then usually get away with it.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened. So
I didn't know that. I was talking about, as someone who watched Sex and the City, I don't like Carrie Bradshaw's character because she is a bad friend and too centered on the men in her life. Like, she's bad.
Matthew Broderick's a bad driver.
Yeah. Anyway, she's a bad friend in this show, and I don't like that.
Okay.
And so the other characters, the Mirandas, the Samanthas, I love them. If I watch the show, I'm like, oh, her friends are great because they're good friends. She's a bad friend.
Who's the other one?
The brown-haired girl whose name I can't remember right now. Charlotte. So
she is such a Charlotte.
She is a Charlotte.
Charlotte, like, that's a name. They nailed that one for the name.
Charlotte.
Yeah.
So they make this.
I watched too much Sex in the City. Not this new show. I watched the original one too often. Because I kept thinking that there would be sex.
Sometimes, but not enough. Not enough.
Not what I was looking for. I was 14.
Yeah.
Okay?
You're like, Showtime.
I was like 14.
Showtime's way better than HBO.
Yeah, 100%. I was like, show me Cinemax.
So they have this reboot, and the whole thing is like, in the original, Sarah Jessica Parker's character wears a lot of big fashion moments. She's a fashion girly.
Yeah.
And they try to bring that to these new reboots, but it's so poorly executed every time that she just looks like a crazy person walking the streets of New York.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Which is what people do in New York.
But this one hat on an episode went viral, and it made me so mad that I need to just bring up this hat. This fuck-ass hat.
What is that? What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just hate it.
Is there a hula hoop in it? Like, what is the structure of it?
I hate it so much.
Okay, for the audio listeners.
Yeah, explain this to them.
This looks like a picnic table blanket. Or what's the thing you put on the tablecloth? Tablecloth.
A tablecloth.
Looks like a picnic tablecloth. Has been turned into like one of those Rasta hats that you would see a white guy with dreads wear outside of a head shop.
Yep.
And then oddly draped on her head.
Yeah.
But then propped up with, I want to say, a hula hoop inside.
Yeah.
Or a half deflated basketball.
Yeah, and she's walking through what looks like a party eating a froyo wearing this.
This is awful.
It made me so mad.
This is what you had for June?
Yeah, that was something I had for June about how mad I got about that fuck-ass hat. And I just wanted, let's see, redacted.
Yeah, okay. You're just putting it, you just chose it. You don't want to ever see that hat again?
I don't ever want to see that again. I'm tired.
You're the one who brought it up.
I'm tired of Sex and the City reboots.
Okay.
It's over. It's done. We've learned nothing from that show. Samantha was right. The end. Okay? Okay, now, July. Let's talk about July.
Okay.
An ad hit. An ad.
An ad.
Advertisement.
An advertisement.
An advertisement for jeans.
Oh my God, Sydney Sweeney again.
That was in July.
That was in July.
And we're still feeling the repercussions from it in December.
She just, in early December, she released a statement.
Not an apology.
Not an apology. Another statement. A second statement has hit the Sydney Sweeney PR team. And in it, she was like, I don't stand for any of the things that people were claiming I was saying or whatever, something like that.
It was really bad.
It was a really bad statement, but also it was like, well, what were they claiming, Sydney?
Yeah.
It doesn't have
one apology. There's not an I'm sorry in there. There's no acknowledgement of why people were upset. And if anything, the way that it's written, it makes her a victim of these terrible people who are just like pushing this negative discourse on her. And it's like, no, you're not the victim.
No.
This is people saying, hey, this is not okay, and you avoiding accountability because you don't want your 5th movie of the year to flop, which it's going to, which is crazy because that was a best-selling book. People were so excited. It's called like The Housemaid or something.
Oh, okay.
Book Talk went crazy for this book a couple years ago. It was everywhere. And when the book got signed to a movie deal, everybody was fucking hype because they love this book. And it has, Amanda Seyfried in it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
People were fucking hype.
And people are really trying to. They're really trying because I keep seeing Amanda Seyfried and Sydney Sweeney like doing video, like short form videos together.
They're trying
because they're desperately trying to be like, no, you like this. They had her on fucking. They had Sydney Sweeney. I can't believe this is becoming a Sydney Sweeney show. They had her on Jimmy Fallon, and in the most charisma-less thing I've ever seen, which was Jimmy Fallon being like, a thing is happening behind you. And it was 2 people dressed as Labubu standing in a McDonald's drive-thru doing the 6'7" meme.
Yeah.
And then she was weird about like, I can't say 6'7". Like she didn't want to say it for some reason because I think she might now actually be so gun shy about people accusing her of stuff.
Yeah.
That she might be like, wait, is that eugenics too?
Yeah.
She might be at a point now where instead of pushing back early enough.
Yeah.
This is so funny.
Listen, here's an accusation. She doesn't have a hairdresser that likes her because her bob looked bad. Anyway, this Good Jeans ad drops in July. And we're still fucking talking about it.
And you didn't let me talk about it at the time. That was what was funny about it. Because I remember when it dropped. Okay. Because let me tell you real fast. Let me tell you all some facts.
Story time.
Story time.
I'm sitting crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, story time on this one. We were at the beach. This was our week off. Mrs. P and I went through a lot emotionally of recording a lot of episodes and getting a lot of content lined up. Got the baby to the grandparents, got a nice hotel, went down to the beach for 2 whole beach days.
That's right.
And during that time, Sydney Sweeney jeans controversy drops, and somebody I knew got mega canceled.
Yep.
And
deservedly so.
Deservedly so. Fuck that guy forever.
Yeah.
And when both of these things happen, I was like, oh, I think I need to make content. And Mrs. P's exact words were, you need to shut the fuck up. I don't want you looking at your phone for 40. We paid a lot of money for you to not look at your phone. And so that was my White Lotus moment. Yeah, that's what it felt like. It was me.
I was the lady walking, no, you're going to give me your phone.
Yeah, you're going to give me your phone.
You can talk about this when we get back.
And then by the time we got home, nobody cared. It already moved on.
Yeah.
The discourse kept discourse. She's like, you're already late. That was actually one thing she actually caught me at one point because we had a really nice day out. We had a nice meal, all these different things. So I wasn't looking at my phone all day. It was like the weekend. And I looked at my phone, so shit was happening. I was like, oh, I got it. She's like, you don't have to do anything. You need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
All right? You're already late.
Yeah.
Everyone's already said what they need to say.
Yeah.
Let it move on.
Okay.
We'll get to it later.
And then I booked you a massage.
Yeah.
And I said, give me your phone. You're going to get a massage.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And then that guy giving me a massage was like, what do you do? And I'm like, I do internet stuff. He's like, oh, I love Joe Rogan. And I was like, I'm in a dark room with a man touching me who's telling me how much he loves Joe Rogan, Andrew Schultz, and more. And I'm just like,
Good.
Oh man. He's like, yeah, I love renting at the beach. So great.
Oh no.
This is wonderful.
Perfect. Okay.
I told him we sold t-shirts. And we do. Because we have the Miscellaneous Immorality t-shirt. It's down in the link in the description if you guys want to get that.
Support it. I made it. I love it. It's got a little Kissy John Brown on it. It's got potatoes. It's got a can of soup for our family. And the board.
Yes, it does. And you know what, Mrs. P?
Yeah.
We've been talking about ads. We just did an ad. Honestly, let's take a little break. Make any day feel like the weekend with IndaCloud. IndaCloud is your online dispensary. Try out their gummies, vapes, pre-rolls, and edibles. Looking to replace that nightcap? Check out IndaCloud's new zero sugar, zero calorie THC sodas. All IndaCloud products are federally legal THC. Everything sold is DEA certified, lab tested, and shipped discreet. And Mrs. P, I just re-upped my IndaCloud.
I know you did.
I know. Because the holidays are a stressful time. We've been, hanging garland, putting up lights, and I realized some of those might look very good in my one specific room.
What's your favorite IndaCloud product?
Everyone knows. It's the dope rope. It is definitely the thing. That's just how I chill out, man. I get the dope rope. It's a tug of war of my soul, and IndaCloud wins every single time. Kick back and relax this holiday season. Get yourself some IndaCloud. If you're 21 or older, visit indacloud.co and use code TABS for 25% off plus free shipping. That's indacloud.co. Code TABS for 25% off free shipping and a better way to unwind. Enjoy responsibly, and thanks to IndaCloud for sponsoring this show. Honestly, we should have put that ad in the April.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? Like that's really more of an April 20th type of ad. Anyway, we didn't rate that Sydney Sweeney jeans ad.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Sydney Sweeney in general, not invited to 2026. That's where I want to leave it. Also in general, the way these PR teams are reacting to shit, and some of the weird discourse that's been happening with a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
Like the discourse is discoursing in ways that are really odd.
Yeah.
That I've also been trying to figure out. There's a lot of botnets playing around. And I think it's a lot of people. Honestly, I think there's a lot of botnets that are testing on different social networks right now to see what they can get trending and where in preparation for future elections and for the work of billionaires and AI and all this other different shit.
Blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing.
Okay.
I understand you're saying we're not bringing it in 2026, but I think also the Good Jeans ad itself, because this note is the Good Jeans ad.
Yeah.
Is still having repercussions.
Yes.
Because the failure of her to take accountability, right? So
Martha Stewart is now the face of American Eagle Jeans. And Travis Kelce.
My girl Martha.
I know. Listen, y'all, you can try. Listen, I'm right there with you with all your thoughts. But if you mention Martha Stewart near Mrs. P, the capitalist just boils to the top immediately.
Things I love. Beautiful hair. Cozy sweaters, a beautiful meal, a place setting.
How about that video you showed me where Martha Stewart called someone pie crust inedible? When she showed it to me, that's how she cackled. She didn't show me the rest of the video. She just paused right there. It was like,
it's perfect.
Imagine finding out that Martha Stewart said your pie crust is inedible.
You're never making pie again.
From there on, you're cursed to a life of fast food.
Or when Martha Stewart said that she's just going to be buried in her backyard.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were like, well, isn't that against the law? And she's like, it's my land. And I was like, no, exactly.
Her liberties.
My liberties.
Mrs. P is all my wife is very Republican coded.
No.
We're lucky. We're very lucky with you.
Okay.
All right, because you got just the right level of Catholic education beaten into you that makes you like a good lib. Mm-hmm. But you could be if we.
I'm just saying.
If they remove the woke mind virus from Mrs. P, we're all doomed.
Well, I just got a new COVID shot, so it's back in.
You got to re-up your woke mind virus, everybody.
So I'm thinking I want to put the Good Gene ad as that's so great for you because I think the repercussions are going to follow her till 2026, 16, and I think she deserves it.
Okay, I'll give it to you. We're going to put that at
Number 3.
That's so great for you.
That's so great for you. That's the way she talks.
And now, what next?
July.
Yeah, what else?
We were on
July?
vacation at the beach, like you said.
Yeah.
And you got. Listen, let me set the tone.
Okay.
So we're getting things about this ad, and you're like, what's happening? And then we're getting stuff about stuff that's happening on the discourse on the TikToks, right? Creators being canceled, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And then another ping notifications happen on your phone. Hayley Williams drops a new track.
Oh, yeah. And this later became Ego Death at the Bachelorette Party.
Yep.
But she dropped out of nowhere a series of tracks that were locked behind a password. She did it right. Everything that people want from Taylor Swift, you get from Hayley Williams.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because they're friends.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing. That's the reason why I'm like, whenever there's like discoursing, I'm like, but everyone loves Hayley Williams, and Hayley Williams is cool with all the people that you're talking about, so I think they're fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hayley Williams released a bunch of tracks, and they were just all out of order. And then a few days later, she then released them on iTunes. And then this is where my discourse immediately went.
Yeah.
Because all of us then were like, how do we put these in order? Yeah. I had to make a playlist. And then over time, people finally convinced Hayley. I don't know if they finally convinced her or if this was always part of the marketing.
Yeah.
They finally convinced her to put it into an album and to then put it in order. And then there was like, slowly more tracks started coming out. And every time a new track dropped, I was like, oh my God. And then slowly I was like, this is like Stevie Nicks. She's Stevie Nicks. Everything is rumors.
Yeah.
Everything is Fleetwood Mac rumors. And so it just came all together to the point where my I think it's Apple Replay instead of Spotify Rap that we got for free from our cell phone carrier. So that's the one we have. That is my number 1 album.
Yep.
My number 1 artist.
Yep.
My number 2 is Paramore.
Yeah.
And my number 3 is Disney Pixar's Cars on the Road soundtrack. It is literally
2026 is looking a lot like the Baha Men.
Yeah, 2026 is going to be Who Let the Dogs. Some motherfucker played Who Let the Dogs Out for our son. And I want you to know, whoever you are, I curse you. I curse you to the end of days. Because of course we're going to play it. It's all he wants to hear.
All day long.
It doesn't matter. We'll be sitting there out of nowhere and he'll be drawing a piece of paper. So he looks up and goes, who let the dog out? And you're like, what? And he just looks at you, who let the dog out? And just boom, over and over and over again. Does he want to listen to Ego Death at the Bachelorette Party by Hayley Williams? No. Does he want to listen to Glum? No. Does he want to listen to Petals for Roses, her 2020 solo album? No. My son's in the back being like, Dad, in a toddler voice, Dad, why are you listening to all this lame stuff?
Yeah.
We could be listening to Who Let the Dogs Out, followed by Golden by K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Yep.
Followed by the Truck Song. And then you could just repeat those 3.
Just put it on a loop, babe.
Forever.
Put it on a loop.
Put it on a playlist.
Oh, we have a 1-hour drive? Get ready. It's a loop.
Put it on a playlist called Shut Up, Old Man.
So Hayley Williams, that's again.
Again. For me, 100%. I listen to it all the time. It's such a good... She has this one album, this one song called Mitzaprobrion. I can't remember what the name of it. I realized that later. I'm like, I think this is an antidepressant.
Yes, it is.
I was like, this is a good song about antidepressants. It's very grunge. Anyway, I can't shut up about that album. I love it.
I know. I wanted to give you a good, excitement.
I needed that.
I needed you to get back into joy.
And honestly, but here's the thing. This moment in July is about, because this is also around when the Superman movie came out.
Yeah.
There was some turn. It felt like the dark, the clouds hadn't begun to part.
Yeah.
But you could start to see a little bit of sunshine coming through.
We were at the beach.
You started to see, okay, maybe I just needed vitamin D.
I think you just need to go outside and breathe some ocean air.
I literally needed sun on my face.
Yeah. You needed to touch grass. But
we didn't even go to the beach. It was too hot. It was actually like 100 degrees.
I want to admit to something here and now. I like to go down the shore, but I don't like to go to the beach. If that makes sense to you, you get me.
So I want at least one day. It was actually too hot. It was too hot. It was unreasonably hot.
But
when we were walking around, I almost fainted a couple
never
times.
was happier.
But I like to go to the beach, and I like to get the boogie board.
Don't listen.
I'm a boogie man. I don't give a shit.
Are.
You're like, he's 41-year-old man boogie boarding? Yes.
Yeah, he does.
Yes. It's sadder for me to surf.
He's got a
Rehoboth Beach?
boogie board that's got the flames on it. It looks like Guy Fieri's shirt.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so guess what else happened in
Guy
July?
Boogie-Airy.
That's
Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. That's why I named him. Guy Boogie-Airy. He's the coolest boogie board ever. I had that one, and there was that one, and there was a one that was a T-Rex.
Yeah.
It was a T-Rex on a surfboard, which got me mad.
Yeah.
But I got it at Five Below.
Yeah.
It was on the boogie board. It had a T-Rex wearing sunglasses, and he literally was going sick. That was so cool.
Okay, so July. We're still in July.
We're still in July.
Okay, Coldplay Kiss Cam.
Yes.
Remember?
Oh man.
Remember?
Oh, I remember.
That was in July.
That was when I realized CEOs were having the worst 365 in recent history.
Good for them.
Because even though the Luigi moment, the alleged Luigi moment, the alleged Luigi moment, that was actually in December of 2024.
Yeah.
It was when we go from December 24 to this, we're still in that 365.
Yeah.
This was such a moment for so many people. It crossed party lines. It really also just nailed it down for everybody. The CEO to be banging the head of the HR.
Just perfect.
Just perfect.
And then they tried to sue Coldplay. And we're like, babe.
Everyone's like, buddy,
babe,
what are you talking about? And then it's not, here's the thing. I hate Coldplay.
Yeah.
I actually I can't stand the band. I don't like their music. There's a lot about them.
Mm-hmm.
I just it's just one of those things where it's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me. And I've come to the point now where I can literally say to them as a band,
okay,
that's fine. That's great for you. That's what I can say to the band.
To the band.
But for this moment,
okay,
core memory.
Core
because
memory,
everyone
for sure.
came together so hard, so rapidly on this. We all immediately understood what was happening. And then as more context, it kept dripping.
Yeah.
More context kept coming out.
Yep.
People found it happened. I think it happened on it came out on a Saturday. It wasn't a long weekend too.
I think so.
I don't remember, but I just remember it being there was time before the employees came back. And then people were like, I worked for that guy, fuck that guy.
Incredible.
And then there was a whole tie-in about whether or not the lady standing next to them was involved.
Yep.
And it kept going and going, and
sometimes
it just felt
we all
so
just
good.
need a delicious little drama treat.
Yeah, and you know what?
That doesn't affect our lives.
And we could all tell that she was as a head of HR person.
Yeah,
she wasn't she was the person who's coming up with the stupid rules.
Yep.
Not the one who's stuck enforcing them.
Yeah.
Because HR gets a lot of hate, and many times rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. But there are members of HR that are just cogs, just the same way that employees are. Because at the end of the day, should they go get a real job? Sure. But will that real job still exist as AI comes in? Yes. It's called HVAC. Anyway, that moment I'm going to put as a core memory.
Okay.
I wish again on the downfall of all CEOs, except for ones that sponsor this podcast. But I will put this as a core memory because it should be brought up a lot. And I do also like that the meme immediately got reused. Yeah. Where it was Epstein big spooning Trump.
Yep.
And a few other different people. I hated the amount of people who used AI to recreate it as a meme though.
Ugh.
Absolutely not.
No.
Use Photoshop or Canva or one of the knockoff Photoshops and you drag and drop those hand cut out little pictures yourself.
Or make it your Halloween costume. I saw a bunch of people do it as their Halloween costume.
Which is crazy thinking that would still be in people's minds.
But when I saw it, I was like, that's funny.
Yeah, but then you have to go, oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, August. Bunnies on Trampoline breaks everybody, and they realize that we're all cooked.
Yeah, and that was before.
Yeah.
That was before a lot. That was before Sora 2.
Yep.
And the new Banana, no, whatever the Google one is.
To clarify what I'm saying.
Yes.
There was a video going all over Instagram and TikTok, and I'm sure YouTube Shorts and Facebook Shorts or whatever, which is a video of bunny rabbits jumping on a trampoline.
Yes.
And it was very cute.
It was a black and white video.
And everybody was looking at it and being like, oh my God, it's so cute. And then it'd be the second time you watched it, you're like, oh my God, that's AI. Yeah. And the first pass, a lot of people were like, oh shit, I can't spot this as easily as I thought I could. And it was a moment of realization in the comment section of all those videos of people being like, oh fuck, we are so fucked. Yeah. And that was in August, and now the AI has trained and been upgraded. So it's even harder to tell.
Yeah, get down in the comments real fast. Tell us about AI videos you fell for this year. Because I fell for a couple AI images. There is a content creator I know who posted an image of himself with Joe Biden. Okay. And I messaged him fucking Joe Biden? And the thing is he then later posted images of himself with other people. And they were being ridiculous in those. And then I went, oh, fuck, that was AI. And the thing is, this guy, it would not be out of place for him to be with Joe Biden. Like, he had recently met Barack Obama. He does stuff with, like, he's a political content creator. But his point was, look how easy it is to fake stuff with AI. And Bunnies on a Trampoline was the moment where a lot of people went, and there was a song that a guy wrote on TikTok. This was the moment where a lot of people went, oh, I'm cooked.
Yeah.
And it makes you realize you have to look for the different things. One, is this a little bit too convenient? And I'll tell you something, the Bunnies on Trampoline moment, and the reason why I'm still like, I scroll past stuff like Drunk Raccoon.
Yeah.
Like, there, you guys probably saw the raccoon that got into, it's like a convenience store and got real drunk and passed out in the bathroom. I immediately went like, that's AI.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to believe, like, videos of deer walk into a grocery store, like, they don't feel real anymore. Like, there's certain things like that where it's like, oh, in the past, you go, oh my God, there's this crazy video of a bear going into somebody's house and eating everything out of their fridge. You're like, yeah, okay. Or is this actually a subliminal ad for Coke products?
Yeah. Well, I've been making a lot of these AI videos and just pumping them in the Facebook shorts. Yeah. Because the olds, they need to know.
Well, let me tell you, ever since I've now reopened my Facebook and monetized it.
Yeah.
But ever since that moment, I now have to actually open Facebook to upload the reels over there. And so I open up Facebook and it has this little bar, because they do the same thing on Instagram. But it's very funny, the difference on how they're aiming at me. So on Facebook, I've never liked anything.
Yeah.
I've never engaged with anything over there. So it doesn't know who I am. So it assumes I'm a conservative.
Yeah.
Automatically. And every time now on Instagram, it used to just fill it with thirst traps. There'd be like this, like the suggested bar. Yeah. Like for you, it's probably like, what are your suggestions when it goes across?
Oh, my suggestions are always like makeup or skincare people.
Yeah. Mine on Instagram was always like, oh, here's a girl dancing and she's wearing like skimpy stuff. I was like, I don't want to see this. Like, oh, here's a streamer. Here's an e-girl streamer. And I was like, I don't want to see this. I don't engage with any of this different stuff. But now it's finally gone away.
Yeah.
On Facebook, it is just AI videos of overweight black people screaming at customer service representatives.
Oh my God.
Over and over and over again. And the comments, half being people going, this is AI, and the other half of them people being going, this is exactly how they are.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? And it's but then inside of that, because it's Facebook, I don't know which of those comments are real.
Yeah.
Because there's so much of that is bots. And so this has been that moment. Bunnies on a Trampoline has been the moment for me when dead internet theory kind of clicked over.
Yep.
And also that you have to like double verify everything that you've heard.
Yeah.
And so for that, I'm going to put this under core memory. It's an unfortunate one because we need to learn from this lesson.
Yep.
We need to learn. And also, you need to also be able to open up your heart to moments of whimsy.
Yep.
Like the drunk raccoon.
Yeah.
And so we need to figure out who is really good at telling us if something is real or not.
Raccoons have cute little hands.
They
do.
You
know what I mean? And if you let them get drunk, they're going to do fun little stuff.
Yeah.
And they do tumbersaults. They grab their feet and tumbersault.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cute.
So that was August,
That being said, one of them got stuck in a cat trap once in South Philly, and that was a night to remember trying to get that fucking thing out of there. Okay. August.
Still in August.
Oh,
hot August.
We're going to close out August. Okay. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift get engaged. What?
Okay. Yeah, it was a big moment.
It was a big moment.
It was a very big moment.
I'm saying for pop culture moments of the year, it was a big moment.
It was a big moment. And it's going to be a big moment next year because they're getting married in June.
They're going to get married.
It's also, I think, the beginning of not beginning of the end, but I think some people tried to make it the beginning of the end for him because then she had the album come out later in the year and a bunch of other different stuff. And it's just a big one. For me, I was at the library researching an episode.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So I'm at the library working, and then I look down, and there's a Taylor Swift. I don't know what to do. I was the thing I wanted to yell about.
Yeah.
But instead, I made a very short, quiet video in the library.
And then what happened?
Then I got recognized in the library.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I have to leave the library now.
Yeah.
But no, I had to have always a great time at the library. And support your local libraries. We will have at some point, we'll have a new story report episode.
Yep.
Just on our audio feeds. But that moment.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put that on That's So Great For You. Because I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, we've all been expecting it for a while. I think it's fine. I think they're people.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it is. I think that
I think it will be exciting in the way that Grace Kelly's wedding was exciting, in the way that there's a yearning for Americans have for the culture of aristocracy where like we want royal families, whether we admit it or not.
I know. I'm just saying the timing is not going to be good.
I know, but Americans love a big, glamorous Princess Diana ass wedding. We love it.
I'm just telling you.
We yearn for it. I'm talking about the girly pops.
I understand.
And you keep interrupting me, but I'm right. And people love this kind of thing. They're going to rip her to shreds. There's going to be millions of comments about everything terrible that's ever happened. It's going to be ripped apart to shreds. I understand that. But I'm saying that it will still be a moment when they get married where people are going to talk about the dress and the flowers and the baba and the car they drive away.
Oh, I understand.
It's going to be a moment. And I just want to preemptively say, don't yuck those people's yum, because 2026 is probably going to be a bummer in many ways. And so when they get the reprieve of 20 minutes of dopamine in their brains because of pretty flowers and shiny dresses, I want you to let them have it.
Okay, no, that's fine. I'm just telling you right now that they're gonna Twitter, Tumblr this to death.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I know.
Twitter's not the real world.
I know. I understand that. I'm just saying I think my projection for next year is that it's going to be a very hard year economically for a lot of people.
Yep.
And I think that there's going to be a lot of people who are going to say that their what should be a once in a lifetime moment is tone deaf.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of different things that are going to have to be said about this. It's going to be a this is going to be a Rorschach moment for a lot of different people. Mm-hmm. And I think that the moment of her getting engaged was a big moment.
Yeah.
But again, I'm also just going to leave it under that. That's so great for you because I am happy for them. You know, anytime somebody, can get married, that's great.
Yep.
But also, I don't think it will economically matter in some ways, but for most of us, it won't.
No.
There you go.
I agree with your rating. I would say that.
And I just want to question, that's all you have for August?
Yeah.
Okay, because Donald Trump bombed Iran that month. You don't even have it on the list.
So in September.
There we go.
Jimmy Kimmel gets suspended from his show.
Okay, are these not in order? Because you didn't even say why he got suspended or what event happened directly before that.
I don't know.
Huh.
I just know that he was suspended from his show, and there was a lot of pushback.
Yep.
And that he was reinstated, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so September, Jimmy Kimmel gets suspended from his show. That's what I wrote down.
Yeah. And that was a moment when a lot of people were like, oh, they're coming for Jimmy Kimmel. They can come for any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're all millionaires from the Man Show.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to put that as a... I'm going to put him getting back on because 600 people didn't get their jobs back.
Yeah.
I'm going to put that as that's so great for you.
That's so great for you.
I'm going to give that a that's so great for you rating.
I'm not actually a Jimmy Kimmel fan in any real way.
You know what? I've heard from a lot of people that he's supported over the years and that he's a great guy and all those different things. He's had a really long career. And so when you have a really long career, there's things that you can have that don't age well.
Yeah.
And God knows Jimmy Kimmel does with The Man Show and other projects. But in general, it was a crazy moment to see the federal government try to influence a network to get rid of him. But it was also interesting to start to see, again, this is that moment. Oh, if you push back in the least, they just back down. Because Trump always chickens out.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, you forgot that I have a song on Spotify? You forgot that I have a song that anyone can listen to called Taco, Trump Always Chickens Out by me at Casa D and Pearlmania 500. Because they remixed me to over a minute and then put it up there. And you can use that. Play it at your bar mitzvahs. Play it at your wedding, Taylor Swift.
Oh my
Play
God.
Trump Always Chickens Out at your wedding as you don't issue takedown orders for the songs.
Oh, man.
Oh, speaking of, let's take a break. And when we come back, we'll be into what month?
We're going to go to October because a bunch of thieves stole the crown jewels from the Louvre Museum.
Oh, and it actually tied into an episode.
Which one?
The Napoleon III episode that we did.
Yeah.
It were the crown jewels of his empress.
See?
Yeah, it had a tie in there. And a few people mentioned that in the comments. And we'll talk about it in the
But that
after
was
party.
not us. We were not in France.
We were not in France at the time.
No.
And this was a very funny thing because the same way with the bunnies on the trampoline, the same guy who wrote a song about the bunnies on the trampoline wrote a song about how hot the guys were who stole the stuff from the Louvre.
Yeah.
And then he wrote another song that was a retraction because those guys were not involved.
No.
But he actually was like, I want to hold myself accountable. But it was a very nice song. And so I was one of those ones I heard about People were like chainsaw wielding people.
Yeah.
What was the whole story?
It was, listen, the whole story is nuts because so much misinformation came out while it was happening and after it happened that like it's impossible for me to like really nail down because I was like looking at it and I was like, all I figured was that the crown jewels, there was the former empress of Napoleon's, his second wife, Marie Louise.
Yeah.
It was the emeralds gifted to her on her wedding day.
Okay.
And a tiara and stuff like that. So like I was just looking at crown jewels. I was looking at shiny things. I got distracted.
Yeah.
And I was like, did they figure out who did it? Maybe. Okay, then I'm moving on with my life.
Yeah.
Because again, the crown jewels don't affect me.
No, and I understand that. It was also one of those things too, I think is part of history that's getting they're stolen diamonds that are getting stolen again.
Yeah.
But the big thing I think for me was that how fast they talked about how these were probably cut down and disappeared into the market.
Yeah.
Because like they're just gone.
Yeah, they're melted.
But also for a lot of people about how crazy is these guys showed up with like a ladder and they like climbed through a window and I guess they used chainsaws to cut the glass or something like that. But when it came out to chainsaw wielding thieves, people are picturing them like like Chainsaw Man. Like they're using chainsaws to attack people in the streets. Get back, I'm stealing the jewels. It's like, no, they had a chainsaw to cut the glass.
Yeah, they were just a little bit tougher than the Bling Ring. Do you know who the Bling Ring is?
No, what's the Bling Ring?
The Bling Ring was a group of young, I want to say like people in their 20s who they didn't even break in. They really kind of just walked into Paris Hilton's house.
Oh.
And they had become friends with her and like this whole thing. And then they stole all of her jewelry and all of her designer clothes and purses from her mansion.
Yeah.
And it was like this whole thing. And they made a movie about it. I think Sofia Coppola made the movie about it, about the Bling Ring. And I remember seeing a thing about how Paris Hilton said, like, they stole all kinds of jewelry and stuff. And the only things that she was really upset about were she had jewelry that was handed down from, like, her great-great-grandmother, like Hilton money diamonds from, like, the 1800s and shit that they handed down. And they took that and it disappeared it.
Yeah.
And so, like, I was like, that sucks. But also, Paris Hilton. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
Hashtag sliving.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine. I mean, it's one of those.
But you should watch the Bling Ring. That's a funny movie.
I never even heard of this movie, so maybe I'll have to check it out. Maybe we'll find it and we'll watch it.
We'll watch it
during
like
our
a
break.
Christmas movie.
You watch it during the break. We'll do a night. The baby will go to bed. We'll watch Muppets Christmas Carol with the baby.
Yeah.
He'll go to bed.
Yeah.
Then we'll put on the Bling Ring.
It makes for the holiday spirit of it all.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So listen, we're staying in October.
Okay. Good.
You actually just kind of brought this up for August. Taylor Swift drops a bad album because of good dickin'. That's what I wrote.
That's true.
That's what I wrote.
She got dickmatized.
She got dickmatized.
That's a real lyric.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. It's you know what it is. It's the big thing, and maybe she'll take a little bit of time because she got the wedding and everything to plan, other things to do. It was a little bit of oversaturation of Taylor.
Yep.
They've had a little bit too much. The album, it's not great. And I think, and it was also one of those things. Somebody actually said the album, they could tell the album wasn't good because when they said, it's not for me, they didn't get any death threats.
Yeah.
And I think there's been something to that, but I also think that like when these like troll armies and stuff like that exist, they do finally just reach their peak. You know, they move on.
Yeah, the botnets, they attacked her, whatever. But people had opinions because it wasn't great. Because the thing is just like when you have longing and yearning and heartbreak, and when you're angry and mad, you write better music, you cook better food. Like if you have a lot of deep emotions, you produce better art. However, if you're just happy because you're in a great relationship and you're getting dicked down every night by a football player, like your music isn't going to be that bad, like that good.
Yeah.
You're
when
too
you had
happy.
When you had Maddie Healy, you're gonna write a better song because you're like, fuck this
guy sucks.
No, babe, I love how you smell like American spirits. That's the thing you used to say to me.
Yeah.
That's I get it. It's it just isn't a great. We all did the same thing, which is why it showed up on Spotify Rap, by the way.
Yeah.
For so many people this year. Some people are like, Taylor Swift isn't my favorite. I'm like, well, if you listen to her album twice, that's 52 plays for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That's how it checks it off.
Gotcha.
She showed up in my replay. She was in like my top 4 stuff like that. You know, because of that, I listened to that album.
My top was Trucks.
I know. My number one song though is just it's actually by Matt Berry.
Yeah.
Because when I plug my phone into CarPlay in my Nissan, it automatically plays this one song by Matt Berry. Yeah. Yes, that Matt Berry.
Yeah.
New York City. Matt, he's an incredible
magician. Incredible
magician.
acid jazz album.
Yeah, it's on acid jazz. It's great. He has a lot of really, really good music. I highly recommend it. Go to wherever you listen to music and listen to a little bit of Matt Berry. You'll be shocked how good it is. But that's my number one song to the point where I get mad when I hear it now. Yeah. Which has done that to me for a bunch of, it did this to me. Vampire Weekend was when it would play over and over again. It's just certain songs, and it just sucks when it does that to you.
So also, because of what you're doing right now, which is Crashing Out.
Yes.
In October, Crashing Out with Phil DeFranco goes live.
Hey, look at that. It did. It was a long time coming.
Yeah.
Me and Phil DeFranco doing our new podcast together, which we're having so much fun doing. And we have so many fun things. And I will actually say has actually made this podcast better because I now take my current day brain and I throw him to Crashing Out.
Yeah.
And I think about all of that
Phil's
stuff.
Problem now.
That's Phil's problem. I spend Saturday, Sunday, Monday thinking about stuff to do for Crashing Out. And then I record Crashing Out on Tuesday, and then Wednesday hits, and guess what?
Too many tabs,
mommy
baby.
daddy time.
Too many tabs, baby.
Well, I'm here to listen to whatever my wife wants to tell me. And it's great. And we've been having so much fun. And I just want to thank everybody who has checked out both shows, but also everybody who's been a day one, real one with us.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
there was, ever since this podcast, this particular, Too Many Tabs has started.
Yeah.
And the Patreon and everything else and the comedy shows and all that other different stuff that I've been doing, ever since with the growth of it has just been so cool and so great. And honestly, y'all are the tabs that we look back on every single day. So thank you.
So then Crashing Out Phil DeFranco, I just wanted to highlight something. Is that recently you bought a cameo. And I wanted to shout it out. Yeah. Because you bought a cameo
for George Santos.
Of George Santos.
Yes.
For Phil for his birthday.
Yeah.
Because why?
Because you put me on Cameo.
Yes.
Because you put me on Cameo. Mrs. P has been begging me for 3 years. We've gotten so many email requests from people asking for personalized shout outs and all those different things. Yeah. So if you're looking for a last minute gift, if you have a Too Many Tabs
this
fab,
is the last minute gift of the century.
Yes.
Because when this goes live, it's December 21st, right?
Yes. This episode will be live on December 21st.
So that would be 4 days till Christmas. If you don't have something for a loved one, message us through Cameo. Yeah. And Alex will say Merry Christmas to him.
I will not only say Merry, if you have, there's been a few things we've gotten so far. I've been wishing people Merry Christmas. Yeah. I've been doing some motivational speeches for people who needed some hang in there kitties. I've been telling people have asked us about hobbies and things like that and just general different things. But we got a couple of people have been like, can you curse out my MAGA uncle?
Yes. That's my favorite ones.
That's my favorite ones.
That was the whole idea. I was like, I bet you anything people would love a cameo that they can send to their shitty uncle.
Yes, 100%. So it being this close to Christmas, what we're going to do is we usually have them listed at a pretty high rate. Yeah. I'm going to drop them down for Christmas to $75. Oh. So this is a steal. This is our flash sale. The last minute of Christmas flash sale is now going to go live with the posting of this episode. So please hop over onto Cameo. You can check the link in the description or just look for Pearlmania 500 on Cameo.
I loved all that. Wait, we forgot to rank.
A bunch of different stuff.
The Thieves?
Okay, the Thieves are going to go into not invited in 2026.
Yeah, I thought so.
Because don't rob a museum unless it's British.
Hey.
Rob the British Museum of all of its stolen goods.
And give them back.
Taylor
Swift drops album.
That's so great for you. It's just kind of where it's not a great album.
Yeah.
There are some people who like certain tracks, so it's fine. If you like it, it's great. You don't need to lie to me, though.
Crashing Out Phil DeFranco again. Absolutely.
Again.
Okay, then in November, I wrote down Hayley Williams drops full album.
Yes, and that full album is what had the extra tracks in there that boned everybody's fucking brains. Yeah. And on top of that, she released the vinyl. It was just a good year
I just wanted to bring it back up because it was like Taylor Swift's album was such a flop, and then Hayley Williams came in. And
it annoyed me because I was like, there's so many, again, they're friends. And so I know that you don't want to point into it. But it's like, if you had an issue with Taylor, like with the album, Hayley Williams right over there.
You're just
and also there's so many other different artists that are really good out there. I mean, Infinity Song is a band I really like.
Yeah.
There's just so many. I can't think of off the top of my head of just like great stuff out there, and it does like I totally get it because I do this with authors.
Lady Gaga released an album this year.
Gaga. And she gave me a repost and commented.
Right?
That was crazy.
See?
And then MasterCard Googled me and they removed.
Then MasterCard said no.
Gaga, no.
Remove that like.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Hayley Williams, that's again for sure.
Yes, again.
Now November, Mariah Carey has the opposite effect on Christmas. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, what is that?
So every year, Mariah Carey's song, the famous Christmas song we cannot use in this episode, starts getting played right after Halloween to let people know that Christmas is upon us, right? The holiday season. However, in November, Mariah Carey did an ad for Sephora. And people were pissed online. I don't know if you saw this. Did you see this?
No.
Okay. So it was a Sephora ad. And in the ad, Mariah Carey's like, you gotta go to Sephora to buy gifts for people. And then there's an elf, which is played by the angry guy on the street guy.
Oh, Billy Eichner.
Billy Eichner.
Yeah.
Billy Eichner is an elf, and he's storming out, and he is like, I'm on strike, blah, 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 blah. And so, and then she's like, you can't go on strike during Christmas, blah, blah. And like, she just kind of waves him off. And people got really mad because this happened at the exact time that people were online talking about boycotting Sephora during the holidays. And so it was like they made a commercial being like, you're not going to do it. You can't do this. And like, just like stubbing their nose at the people that were boycotting Sephora.
Got it.
Which made them angrier and louder, obviously.
Yeah.
And so because of this, Mariah Carey had this opposite effect on Christmas because usually she is like the harbinger, how do you say that word? Harbinger of Christmas tidings.
Yeah.
But because of this ad she did for Sephora, it was like she was the anti-Christmas. She was the Krampus of the situation. And then so the Sephora boycott is still going.
Well, the Sephora boycott also was part of the Target boycott,
yes,
which started at the beginning of the year because of Target and a bunch of different organizations getting rid of DEI policies and rolling over incredibly fast for the Trump administration. And same thing with a lot of colleges and a lot of law firms and a bunch of others this year. And so, there's people right now feel like they have more control over culture than they do over anything else. And so this is one of those moments. I did see on this one, now that you mention it, I do remember a few people who work in the advertising industry in general of like an ad like this doesn't come up out of nowhere. It's not made in like 6 weeks. To land this ad, like this was probably planned a year in advance.
Yeah, for sure.
And so they probably didn't know, and they thought this would just be a funny little thing. They didn't realize that things like the Starbucks strike were going to be bigger, which I was involved with.
And it was a Black Friday blackout. You know what I mean? That
was
the whole thing.
Stuff.
And so they were advertising for Black Friday sales. And you're not going to boycott Black Friday sales. And then people were like, oh, what? Like, how dare you?
Even though he's talking about a strike, which is different than a boycott, but very similar in a lot of different ways. So there's just a lot there, and it sucks for everybody involved. Because especially for somebody like Billy Eichner, I think, who in general, there's a lot of character actors, especially, who have lost so much money over the last bunch of years because they don't get residual checks on things anymore. The replay value of their shows have gone down. And a lot of this, with AI coming in and a bunch of other different stuff, like they aren't. You have an industry now where you have people like myself who are doing brand deals that would have been TV ads. That would have gone to somebody like a Billy Eichner a few years ago. And then Mariah Carey, well, she's so disconnected from the world in general. She has no idea.
She's very busy fighting Nick Cannon or something. I don't know what she does.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what it is. And at this point, she literally just shows up. She'll show up at Christmas. And then I guess the rest of the year, she'll just do like a world tour of like, I guess, a couple dictators. Is that what she does?
I think she's really into that.
Yeah, she really do a dictator. I'll just do a dictator wedding, I think. Maybe birthday party.
So what if we just leave Mariah Carey and Sephora in last year?
Yeah, we'll put that in not invited to 2026.
We don't want that energy. Bad vibes. Goodbye. Now I want to talk to you about who we are inviting to next year. Zohran Mamdani. November, baby. Again.
That was just that whole night was a good feeling.
It was a great feeling.
It was a great feeling. Woke was back.
Yeah.
For one night only.
One night only.
It was like 5 nights. And then Chuck Schumer and the Senate Democrats had to shoot everybody in the foot. But before that moment, that felt good. it felt like even from being, I wasn't in New York, I was in Pennsylvania. We had our judges retention election. Being out there at the polling place, talking to people, people felt like they could at least get their hands on something to push back. And we'll see what that looks like in 2026. And so I will say again to 2026 to all of the candidates out there and for all of the people who are going to be involved in primary fights, which we are totally for. Primary some of these dinosaurs, especially on the Democratic side.
Please.
And if you live in a red state that's so red, change your registration to Republican. Fuck them. It's just sometimes you get stuck in a one-party rule state. Change your registration to Republican and start being woke at Republican meetings. I'm begging
ruin
you.
their good time.
They are not expecting you to show up there. They expect to be racist and transphobic and horrible and all this different shit at the Republican meetings. You show up and be like, no, I love Trump and I love trans people, and it'll confuse the fuck out of them.
Yeah, and then vote the way you want to vote.
Then vote the way you want to vote.
Within their party.
Within their party.
Love that.
Go mess up their primary a little.
Yeah, listen.
All right, I love it.
Good trouble. They call that good trouble.
They do call that good trouble.
December. We're
So that was
done.
again.
That was for sure.
For Zohran, it's again.
Oh, Zohran.
Again.
Zohran.
Yeah.
Okay, December.
Okay.
Sabrina Carpenter beats the U.S. government, again.
Again. We love. I can't play the song because then we'll get a takedown the same way she did on them.
Yeah.
But Taylor, you see how that works?
Yeah, but
Nintendo, do you see how that works? You don't have to be scared of the 79-year-old dementia patient who has makeup on his hand to hide the fact that he's getting Alzheimer's medication while his weird little blood boy gimp who murders popes is running around behind him. We will all outlive this administration. It is your job to show all of us in the history books that this is going to be written in that you stood up for it, so we'll want to continue to fuck with your shit.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
unlike Chuck Schumer, Sabrina Carpenter
actually had a victory over Trump this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
crazy,
look at that.
Crazy.
Look at that. And she didn't have to
4'9".
Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo both pushed back. And it was very easy for them to do.
Female pop stars 2025.
That has been more of them.
Gaga, Haley, Sabrina.
Yes. 100%. 100%. And the other part about it too is the other thing I'll say in general, the vanguard that has been pushing back against the Trump administration this entire year have not only been women, it's also been women of color, because they know, and we've seen a lot of very cowardly, especially white men, watching how these women will get attacked and pushed back on to then see where the maximum punishment will live. Mm-hmm. A lot of them have been using women, especially women of color, as testers to see, which fence is electrified? What can I say? What can't I say?
Yeah.
All these different things. And so I just want to point that out to a lot of men in positions of power. You're cowards.
Yeah.
We see you, and we know exactly what you're doing.
Yep. So that's what I have for Sabrina. And then I literally, the very last thing I wrote, because this happened when I was writing this Google Doc.
Okay, for December.
The Golden Globes announced a new podcast category. And it was the Pantone color of the year over there.
Oh, yeah, it really was. Yeah. It was. Now, listen, a lot of people are being quiet because people like Amy Poehler, and I get it.
Listen, we want Amy Poehler to win for sure.
But how?
It'd be fun for her to beat her ex-husband.
Yeah, but they had. Do you have the list of who's going to be in there?
Oh,
I
man.
know Dax Shepard is listed.
I can't believe Dax Shepard's one I'm the most mad at.
Yeah, it was Dax
Shepard over Mark Maron is the craziest thing I've ever
on his retirement year.
I can't even.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have armchair expert with Dax Shepard. Call her daddy.
Yeah,
I'll give it to Call Her Daddy. She does have good guests. She's very popular.
It's a massive show.
Yeah, good hang with Amy Poehler. Hoping that one. The Mel Robbins podcast. Oh my god.
Would you want to talk about what Mel Robbins did along with Oprah?
Well, yeah, they're big into the we all have to forgive our shitty parents situation.
Yeah, that's what they're all pushing right now.
But my whole thing about Mel Robbins, and I might do a whole episode on her because I think she's a quack.
Let us know.
She's an under the radar quack because she's so popular. Like she's on this list for Golden Globes.
She's a finance person, right?
No, she's like a pseudotherapy person.
Oh.
She has on like pseudotherapy people to come on and talk about therapy stuff.
Got it.
But she had this book. It was called like Let Them. And it was all about letting go of what people do. Fair enough. Let them. If they're going to do that, let them. But then now she's like, oh, well, if your parents are shitty, you need to forgive them, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, I thought you were saying let them. If the adult children are saying we don't want to talk to these abusive people, let them. Why are you coming at me with this, Mel?
Yeah, why do we have to let the shitty parents in?
Yeah.
Why can't the shitty parents let them go?
Mel.
It's called filial laws. And you're going to learn a lot about that next year. Yeah.
Okay, then Smartless, which is the guys.
Okay.
They're okay.
It's fine. I've listened to that podcast a couple times, and then every single time I went, all right.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine, but it's also not like I don't besides those three guys being famous when TV made people famous.
Yep.
There isn't anything special about it.
Yeah.
You know? And Will Arnett is Amy Poehler's ex-husband.
I know. That's why.
So we have two people in there.
That's why I want her to win. To beat her ex-husband.
That would be funny to beat your ex-husband.
Up First from NPR is the next thing.
That's fine. That's like
fine.
a legitimate. That's like a legitimate news show.
That's a news show.
Yeah, that is.
But it's a real whitelist.
Yeah,
I'll put that
and
there.
Conan's not on there.
Conan's not on there.
Which is crazy.
Conan.
But also all of the OGs that aren't on there. Which again, I understand what they're trying to claim is they're going from. How the numbers they're pulling using certain
I wasn't
metrics.
even saying Too Many Tabs wasn't on there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even mad that we weren't included.
No. It's this other
even
shows.
though we make an incredible podcast that we work incredibly hard on.
No,
and we make better content than Mel Robbins and better content than Dak Shepard.
Yes, 100%.
Dak Shepard? Come on.
I'm just thankful Joe Rogan's not on there.
They didn't put any of those guys on.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is like, I think, and this is part of the reason why they didn't put in those guys on. But it's also the reason, I think this is part of the reason why the category exists.
Yeah.
It's literally so they can be like, we need to get legitimacy to a bunch of people real fast right now. Because most of this year, the subtext of most of this year has been so many people going, we need a liberal Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
We need a liberal. And no, you don't. What you need to do is make sure that you're leaving no stone unturned, understanding the messaging that's out there, and knowing how to have complex and difficult conversations with people.
Nuance. Ew.
Because right now, on a lot of the shows you listed, a lot of them have big major corporate sponsorships. So and big name corporate sponsorships.
Yeah.
We're talking about like real brands. The classic Fortune 500 company brands, right? And so because of that, they aren't going to be willing to talk about the history of redlining.
Yeah.
They're probably not going to be willing to talk about the fact that people can't afford a home right now. Maybe the history of healthcare in this country or all these other different things that have happened over time. Their support in a lot of these cases are the podcast industry is turning into a mix of daytime talk show and late night talk show.
Yeah.
And we're trying right now. They're trying to figure out where everything goes.
Too Many Tabs is a midday talk show in that we're talking to each other and you're listening to it at work on your boss's dime.
I would say on
your boss's dime.
I would say that our show is a twisted morning show that has been dragged out of two people who can be listened to at any hour of the day.
Yeah, it's true.
I would say that's more of what it's close to.
So what Golden Globes announced new podcast category, that is
it's so great for you.
That's so great for you.
That's so great for you.
That's so great for you.
And that's kind of how I feel, honestly, about most of this year.
Yeah.
Has just been, that's so great for you. Because
it's the Leslie smile. That's so great for you.
Yeah, it really is that. And I think that the thing is in general with it is...
Oh, they freed Chrisley this year. How did I forget that?
Oh, you did forget that. We did an episode about it. We could have just gone down our episodes.
We could have
just re-ranked the episodes, but instead we went above and beyond like we always did.
That's right.
And probably too long. But Mrs. P.
Yes.
What I will say about this, for 2025, I'm glad we're getting through it.
Yeah.
It's just another year. And my hope for all the listeners out there, may your 2026 be better. May your 2027 be better than that. May your 2020, and let's start looking to 2030, 2032, 2040. There are decades out there. I think we've spent the last few years, especially, looking way too close to now because we've been in triage mode.
Yeah.
And we need to start planning, like Zohran has been talking about, planning out further. What are the things we're really trying to aim for? So is it going to be Medicare for all? I would love that. We need to have better plans on how we get in more candidates that are going to be doing that. Are we trying to look at building a more sustainable world, regulating AI and all these other different things? We need to look at ways to do that and how to build out the bench to get back at that and where to push back on. The big thing we've told everyone for 2025 was to be a goalie at home.
Yep.
For us, it was, protecting things like the local library, protecting things like our local food pantries and other things like that. We're now going to look into 2026, and you're going to see you have a much better idea that 2026 is going to be very similar, if not worse, to 2025. So you have a better idea on how to plan for that and not lie to yourself like we have in past years, that this year is going to be mine. It's not. Next year is going to suck, but it is going to suck less because you're ready for it and you're prepared.
Yeah.
And you have the mental fortitude to get through this. And if you need somebody to tell you that you're going to get through this and you're going to hang in there, kitten, go to Cameo and look up Pearlmania 500.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this was as fun for you guys as it was for me.
Join us at pearlmania500.net on the after party where we read your comments and we give a shout out to all of the new team leads.